Joe Biden must run again if the Democrats are going to have any chance of winning in 2024. Of how American elections really work, which are votes up or down on the strength and performance of the White House party.
So, what are all the factors propelling Donald Trump ahead in the polls for the 2024 election, despite initial expectations and challenges? Let's find out. Recent times had marked a significant moment in American politics as Donald Trump and Joe Biden officially became the nominees of the 2024 election. This event sets the stage for a rematch of the intense battle witnessed in 2020. However, despite Joe Biden's hope for a successful re-election and Donald Trump's ongoing legal challenges, Trump has emerged as the frontrunner in the polls. This is particularly evident in crucial swing states, where the outcome often decides the overall election result. The fact that Trump is leading in the polls despite Biden's expectations and Trump's legal troubles raises questions about the factors driving his popularity among voters. It's essential to explore these reasons to gain a deeper understanding of the current political landscape and the dynamics at play in the upcoming election. Explaining Trump's lead in the polls requires considering various factors, including his campaign strategies, voter perceptions, and the broader socio-political environment. Understanding these elements can shed light on why Trump is currently positioned as the preferred candidate, despite initial expectations and challenges faced by both candidates. So, what are the reasons behind Trump's lead? Firstly, Trump's growing popularity among ethnic minorities is notable. Despite many Americans not liking him, Trump maintains a slight lead in national polls. A significant factor contributing to this is the shift of ethnic minorities, especially the African Americans, towards Trump since 2020. This shift weakens the Democratic Party's historically strong bond with non-white voters. Younger ethnic minorities, in particular, are less likely to identify as Democrats, which is concerning for Biden and the Democrats. Secondly, Biden faces challenges with immigration. While details on this are scarce, it's clear that immigration policies and rhetoric influence voters. Biden's handling of immigration issues, whether perceived as too lenient or too strict, could sway voters towards Trump. Immigration remains a contentious topic, and how Biden navigates it will impact his chances in the election. Thirdly, Biden's foreign policy shortcomings might cost him votes. Foreign policy decisions can shape public opinion and affect election outcomes. Biden's approach to international relations, including issues like trade agreements and global conflicts, will be closely scrutinized by voters. Any perceived missteps or weaknesses in this area could weaken Biden's position and strengthen Trump's appeal as a strong leader on the global stage. Georgia provides a clear example of this trend. Once a swing state in 2020, it's now leaning towards Trump. Polling data from January shows Trump with a 9-point lead. This shift is driven by conservative ethnic minority voters, who historically lean towards Democrats but are now more likely to vote Republican. This poses a challenge for Biden, as winning back these voters would require a more conservative approach, which would alienate the Democrat base and lower turnout. The next reason is immigration, which has become a prominent issue globally. Trump has focused on this topic, criticizing Obama and the Democrats and promising to build a wall during his 2016 campaign. Upon taking office, Biden reversed some of Trump's policies, such as halting work on the wall and ending the Remain in Mexico policy for asylum seekers. However, immigration remains a significant concern for many voters, and Biden's approach could impact his support in the upcoming election. Despite expectations from the Democratic left and portrayals in the media, Biden's immigration policy hasn't been as liberal as anticipated. It's worth noting that Biden's decisions regarding immigration have faced scrutiny from both sides of the political spectrum. One significant aspect is his handling of Title 42, a policy implemented during the COVID-19 pandemic to expel migrants without giving them a chance to seek asylum. Biden's decision to abandon Title 42 didn't come swiftly. It took him some time to make this move, indicating a more cautious approach to immigration reform. Why is Biden's immigration policy so controversial? While Biden halted the construction of Trump's border wall upon taking office, he has quietly resumed building it in certain areas. This decision has sparked debate and criticism from various quarters, highlighting the complexities and challenges of immigration policy in the US. Additionally, Biden replaced the Remain in Mexico policy, which required asylum seekers to wait in Mexico while their cases were processed, with a similar policy that mandates asylum seekers to apply online before arriving at the border. Despite these policy adjustments, the number of people arriving at the southern border, as measured by border agent encounters, has surged during Biden's presidency. This increase in border crossings has become a significant issue, drawing attention to the effectiveness of Biden's immigration policies and the broader challenges faced in managing migration flows. The surge in arrivals has reignited debates surrounding border security, asylum processing, and the treatment of migrants, prompting calls for more comprehensive and effective immigration reform. To understand the current situation at the southern border, it's essential to look at the numbers. From 2013 to 2019, the average number of encounters with migrants attempting to cross the border was around 39,000 per month. However, in recent years, these numbers have skyrocketed. Now we're seeing around 200,000 encounters per month, with a peak of 300,000 in December of last year. And what are the factors that contribute to the surge in border crossings? Firstly, America's economic strength has long been a pull factor of migrants seeking better opportunities and a chance at a better life. Additionally, political instability in Central America has forced many people to flee their homes in search of safety and stability. Furthermore, the COVID-19 pandemic has created pent-up demand, as travel restrictions and economic hardships have left many people eager to migrate once conditions improve. However, despite these underlying factors, the surge in border crossings has resulted in what is often referred to as a border crisis. This influx of migrants has overwhelmed immigration facilities and resources, leading to concerns about border security and immigration enforcement. This issue has become a significant topic in American politics, with politicians, policymakers, and the public debating how best to address the situation. Interestingly, the so-called border crisis has played into the hands of Donald Trump and his supporters. Trump has long advocated for stricter border policies, including the construction of a border wall and the implementation of tougher immigration enforcement measures. With the surge in border crossings, Trump and his allies have used this as evidence of the need for stronger border security, gaining political leverage in the process. In fact, voters trust Republicans more than Democrats to handle border security by a margin of 30 points, making their largest lead on any issue. To exacerbate matters for Biden, it appears that if Trump is likely to win, America could witness further shifts in the political landscape. If it looks like Trump will win, America may experience an even greater surge in arrivals as potential migrants rush to enter before Trump tightens the border once more. This puts Biden in a difficult position. Toughening border policies would please some, but could lead to internal conflicts among congressional Democrats. Why is this foreign policy becoming crucial in the upcoming 2024 election? Looking ahead to the 2024 election, foreign policy is emerging as a critical issue that could sway voters' decisions. Although foreign policy typically doesn't play a decisive role in American elections, it's gaining prominence as a priority for many voters. This shift indicates a growing recognition of the importance of America's role in the global arena and the impact of its foreign engagements on domestic affairs. For President Biden, his foreign policy record presents a challenge. Despite his efforts to address various international issues, few Americans view his foreign policy initiatives positively. While each decision may have its own justifications when viewed individually, taken together, they have contributed to a perception that the world is less safe than it was 4 years ago. One of the concerns surrounding Biden's foreign policy is the perception that America is overstretched. With ongoing military engagements in various regions, diplomatic tensions with adversaries like Russia and China, and global challenges such as climate change and pandemics, there's a sense that America's resources and attention are spread thin. This perception of overextension raises questions about the effectiveness and sustainability of Biden's approach to foreign affairs. Biden's foreign policy record has faced criticism for its handling of specific issues, such as the withdrawal from Afghanistan and the response to crises in Ukraine and the Middle East. While these decisions may have been made with the best intentions, they have been met with skepticism and disapproval from many quarters, both domestically and internationally. Biden appears determined to focus on foreign policy, as evidenced by the recent emphasis on Ukraine and the State of Union address. However, Trump's stance of advocating for America to do less in global affairs resonates with many voters. Biden must be cautious not to draw too much attention to his foreign policy, especially as Russia gains momentum in Ukraine. and Israel's actions tarnish its international reputation. What do you think? Who will win the election this year? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.